Hey guys, Figurecraft here, and today we're finally going to be doing the next part of the Titanic build. So first we're going to need our 3-in-1 oil, our screwdriver set, our Loctite power gel. We're going to need a wooden skewer or a toothpick, whatever you have on you. You're going to need your second engine that we've been building, and we're going to need issue 30, which is where we're at now. So here's the box for issue 30. I'm going to go ahead and open this up, get all the parts out of here that we need, which there's a lot of screws in here and in the parts. So we are now on issue 30. And I'm going to start reading from here. Base of the second engine. Take the engine assembly from issue 29 and the catwalk 30B. Position the catwalk with the two ladders on either side of the flywheel 29E. Fix the base to the engine assembly with 4 EM screws circled in yellow. Okay, so first we're going to need our screwdriver set. And I'm going to go with, let's see here, I think it's that one. Yeah, PH1 again. So we got that. We're going to need to unravel there's our part that we need. And then we need the EM screws. And we need to put 4 of these in. And where it's EM, they're going into metal, so that's when you'll need the 3-in-1 oil. So let me get 4 out of here. Let's see, 3, 4, yep, 4 screws came out. Put the spare over there. Set my engine there for a minute. Open up my 3-in-1 oil. Grab my screwdriver. Load 1 screw into the screwdriver. Set it down there. Okay, so our second engine. Let's see here. So we got our second engine. Hang on a minute here, we're getting hung up somewhere. We are literally hung. So, right there. Basically, the engine has a habit. If these right here get popped in, push them back out. My first one didn't really have that much. At least I don't think it did. But this one's got it bad. So anyway, we're to here now. So we're going to take this part right here. Make sure the steps are on the side of the flywheel. And this right here is that piece that's going to push that part that I was talking about. It's going to push it forward Yeah, you can see here, it's pushing the crankshaft forward. And that's what I was very iffy about when it came to gluing that to the thing. So I'm going to go ahead and get some 3-in-1 oil on this screw. Just like that, just dip the tip in. Let me look on these instructions where it goes. Okay. So it's going to go, first screw's going to go right here. Now this is going into metal. Just like that right there. You got to put another one on the other side. So, grabbing my next one. Okay. Putting it in. I can feel some resistance a bit because of that paint that's clogged inside of the holes of the engine. Let me look at this right here, make sure I get it in there. Okay, I think that one's good. Get the other side in. That one's got it. That one's got it. Okay. Those two are in. So now we got to repeat the same process on the other side back here toward the back. Right in them two holes. So, ow. These little things are stabbing me in the fingers. These little things right there. Those things are stabbing me. And that don't feel too good. Them things are sharp. Like a needle. So we got 3-in-1 oil on this screw right here. Make sure it pops in place. I'll go with that screw right there. That one's good. Now we're going to do our last one. Dipping the screw in oil. The good thing is too, while I'm still working on this pack, they already took my payment for pack 7, and so now I'm waiting for them to ship that to me. I'm hoping pack 7 will be in before I get off this pack. But there we go. With that, we now have that base part of the engine done. And you can see we're still turning. But before we do anything, we're going to glue this flywheel now to the base. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to find the screw in here and take this screw back out. I'm going to do the same for this side over here. Set it down here on the table. That one too on the table. And I'm going to remove this. And right there I can see where the flywheel is. So I'm going to take the flywheel off because it's not glued yet, and I'm going to apply glue at the silver part right here. So let me grab this right here, and I'll get that done right fast. Holding it up to my face so I can see it. Okay, got the glue on. And there we go. Now I have it glued on there. So now it ain't coming back off. So make sure to put this back on with that way facing outward. So it's going to be facing like that. And if you're not sure, you can unravel your other piece that we'll be putting on in a minute and basically match the shape of that right there, because I'll show you right fast. I'll give you a demonstration. Basically what this is going to do, turn it around here. Okay. This is going to set in the recess like that. But if it's around the other way, it's not going to set in. And I will demonstrate it to you by putting it on the engine the wrong way as a dry fit. So, say if I put it on facing this way, and then I wanted to put this piece of the engine on, you can see it went on all back here alright, but when you get to the front, see the gap? It's not setting down completely flush. So that's why you have to make sure this piece is turned around and it faces that way. That's why you have to make sure of that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reapply these screws to the piece. So get this piece back on here now that I got it glued on. That thing ain't coming back off no more. Okay, got that one on. And then I got to get this other screw in. Got that one. There we go. And we're good. Me a few seconds here. Now that those are done, we are now going to put this metal piece over top, the metal bracket. Just like that. So let me read what we got to do next. Okay. Step 2. Position the base 30A over the catwalk 30B. Note the position of the plate on part 30A, which aligns with the end of the engine assembly. Fix the base to the feet of the inner columns of the engine with 4 FM screws circled in yellow. Tighten each screw a little at a time in rotation until the base is firmly fixed. Alright, so we're going to do that next, so give me a few seconds here. I gotta check something right fast. Just move that. Get my Loctite power gel right fast. Basically what happened, well, if I can get it, I'm trying to fix it with Loctite power gel. Hopefully it works. But I sheared the head of a screw off while trying to put this back into the engine. You can see there the head of the screw sheared off. So I got some Loctite power gel in there. And I'm going to have to glue that in there, because I can't get the thing back out. So I'm trying to fix that right now. Oh boy. Which is being a pain right now. So, get some more Loctite power gel. This is a disaster. Kind of. Okay. I got it glued back in there the best I can. Come on, stay in there. They gonna lock that power joint wanting to stick. And it keeps dragging the screw back out. Oh, Lord have mercy. This had to happen. Yeah, the head of a stinking screw sheared off, guys. And it's stuck inside the engine, and I can't get it back out. So, when you go to put yours together, be extremely careful this don't happen to you. I don't think it's going to affect it too much, because this is going to be a part that's going to be covered, and we'll never see this again. But it does suck that this happened. Now if I can just get the other screw back on without it happening to it. I don't need it happening to both. So I'm working on getting the other screw back in. Okay. I got both screws back in there, but you can see that right there is the one that the head broke off of. Right there. I glued it back in there. So hopefully that works. So now we're just going to go ahead and, you know, hope for the best. And go ahead and insert this metal piece over it and fully close it in there. I have an extra screw, but the only problem is getting that screw back out of there that's so deep inside the engine that broke off. There ain't no way. So we need FM screws. Hopefully we don't encounter that again in the build. Because in order to replace that, I would have to request a whole entire replacement engine. And I'm not doing that. But anyway, it is what it is. We'll get through it. So now I'm getting me a FM screw. I am applying 3-in-1 oil. Finding the first hole, which is going to be, okay, it's those. So it's going to be the hose that's located right here. So this right here will be one. It's going into the engine again. Okay, that one's in. Then I'm going to get another FM screw. 3-in-1 oil it. And then put it into the next spot. That one's in. And then we're going to do the same for the back side. So, grabbing another FM screw. 3-in-1 oil. Flipping the engine around. It's going to be going into these two holes right here. So, putting the first one in. That one's in. And then the last one. There we go. And then we're going to insert into there. I went back and I looked at the book. That was a CM screw that broke. It was one of the CM screws that broke. Okay, so with that, we got those screws in. Now I'll read our next step here. Step 3. Complete the assembly of the base by fixing the base to the catwalk with 6 AP screws circled in white. Okay, so now we need AP screws. So we're done with that screw. Here's our AP. And we need 6 of these things. Basically, these are going to go into the remainder of the rest of the engine. And they shouldn't need 3-in-1 oil because they're going into plastic. From the way it talked. Now we can't even get a bag open. Come on, man. I need to use something to pry this bag. Get to it. Yeah, like that. There we go. And we need 6 of these little boogers out of here. So I'm guessing that would be 6. I just throw 1 back into the bag. So let me see here. That's 3. And then 3. Yeah, that's 6. Throw 1 back into the bag. Okay. So we shouldn't need no 3-in-1 oil on here. Hopefully we don't have no breakage. So I should be done with this 3-in-1 oil now, so I'll just go ahead and close it. My lid back on it. So we got to put screws in the remainder of the rest of the hose. We'll start back here at the back. So a screw's going to go here. Huh, as if that screw wanted to be stubborn going in there. Maybe I should have 3-in-1 oiled it. We'll try the other one. It's got in there, but we'll do the other one next. We've got to go right here. Okay, that one's in there. We got screws in there already, I'm pretty sure. I hate these holes, you can't see in them. Yeah, we got screws in there. So we're going to be doing screws in these 2 right here next. These are some very hard holes to see into. And you can't tell if you got a screw in them already or not. So that was right here. This makes 3. That one's in. This one will make 4. This video wouldn't have been so long had I not run into the problem of a screw shearing a head on me and trying to fix it. That one's in. There's screws in there, so we're going to put 2 last screws right here. So, grabbing a hold of the screws, we're going to put 2 We're going to put one right here. Okay, that's that one in. And we're going to grab our last one. And we're going to put the last one right here. And this right here will complete our second engine. And then there's one new piece we'll be putting on this one that the other one doesn't have yet, but it will eventually have it. Let's see here. Yeah, that's all that in. Checking to make sure there is no cracks. That's good. The main important thing is, are we still turning? And yes, we are. We are still turning with the engine. That's good. So hopefully that, piece breaking on me didn't interfere with it. I don't think it did, because it's being held in place by this base. So we got that done. Now, the next thing we're going to do is, it's talking about these antennas. I am not putting these antennas on. I am skipping that step. These antennas are not going on until the ship is, maybe close to being built, or we'll put it this way. These antennas will go in when the engine is getting fully enclosed inside the ship, and we know we're not doing anything with the engine anymore. Then we'll put these on. But the only thing that I need out of here is this end plate. So I'm getting the end plate out. Okay, there. Now the rest of these, I marked it 30. That way I know it came from issue 30. And I'm going to get my little container, open it up where I keep all my other parts. And there's the ones from issue 10 still in their bag. And I'm going to put issue 30 with it. So I know they're in there and they're safe. Okay. So now we'll read some more. I'll read it just in case you want to do it.